Okay, and so today we're going to look at the equation of a line. Okay, so the equation of a line, well, the equation is essentially, it's like the passport for a line. So it tells us how the x-coordinate and y-coordinate relate to each other. So for example, here we have the equation x plus y equals 3. So that means that for every point on the line, the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate added together is equal to 3. So examples of points that would be on that line would be something like the point 2 and 1. Also the point 0 and 3 would be on it. The point 3 and 0. What else would be on it? We'd also might maybe have the point -5. And what do I need to add to that to get 3? I'd have to add 8. So all of those points are examples of points that would be on this line here. The line x plus y equals 3. Okay. So here we're going to do a quick question. And the question tells us 2x plus y is the equation of the line L. Find 4 points on the line and then sketch the line. Now the easiest thing is to let x equal a certain value or to let y equal a certain value. So here I'm going to begin by letting x equal to something and seeing what value I get for y. So if I was to do that, well then I'm going to have here 2, and instead of x now I'm going to write down 0, and that's going to leave me with plus y is equal to 5. And now I'm going to find my value. Well, 2 by 0 is 0, so that crosses out or gives me 0. In fact, we won't cross it out, we'll just say 0 plus y equals 5, so y equals 5. So then obviously, y is equal to 5. So obviously the point 0, 5 is on that line. Okay, and now I'm going to repeat. This time I'm going to let y equal to 0. So if I let y equal to 0, then that is going to give me the line. So I'm going to here now have 2x plus, well, instead of y, I'm going to put in 0, and that's going to be equal to 5. Okay, so now I'm going to say, well, that's 2x, well, plus 0 is just 2x, which equals 5. So x is equal to 5 divided by 2, or 2.5. So here is another point on the line, 2.5, 0. Generally, I try and stay away from decimals. So I'm using this just as an example for us, but normally I'd stay away from decimals. So that's not a point that I would ordinarily choose. Okay, but we'll try another value. So we could say here, but it still is a point on the line. So another one that I might say, I might let, so here I'm going to let x equal to 2. So I'm going to have 2. And instead of x, this time I'm going to write down 2. And y plus y equal to 5. Well, 2 by 2 is 4 plus y equals 5. Here, in order to balance off the sides, I'm going to take away 4 there, which means I'm going to take away 4 here. They're gone, so that leaves me with y is equal to 1. So my point here then is the point 2 and 1. Okay, so that's 3 points that we've gotten now, or 3 coordinates. So we need to just get one more. Okay, so in this time, I'll let y equal to 3. Okay, and we will proceed the same as before. Okay, so here we'll have, well, 2x plus, and this time instead of y, I'm going to write down 3, and that's equal to 5. Now I want to get x on its own, so I'm going to take away that 3 there, which means I'll take away 3 here. So that leaves me on this side with 2x is equal to, well, 5 minus 3 is 2. And so to get x on its own, here I'm going to divide by 2. So here I'll divide by 2, and that gives me x is equal to 1. Okay. X equals 1. Okay, so that means the point here then is the point 1, 3. Okay, so that's 4 points sorted out for this equation of the line. So you can see there was coordinate 2, coordinate 3, and in fact I'll put them all over here, and coordinate 4. Okay, now we're asked to sketch the line. So very quickly then, well, the first point that we had was the point 0 on the x-axis and 5 on the y-axis. So that's this point just here, okay? Okay, the next point that we have is the point 2.5 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis. So that is just there. The other one that we had was 2 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis, so that which is just there. And the next one that we had was 1 on the y-axis up as far as 1 on the x-axis, 3 on the y-axis. So if I was to draw, and you would do this obviously with a ruler, to draw a line between those, I could see I should have a very, I'll just change the thickness there. We should have a nice straight line. Okay, yeah. So obviously your rulers, you will do that with a ruler, but we should have, there we go, pretty much a straight line. So that's the line 2x plus y is equal to 5. Okay, so your learning check then this evening is, given a line, same thing, find 3 points, sketch the line, then the slope of the line you're able to do using the formula or the rise over run method. And the next thing, the bit that you're asked to investigate, if 50, 92 is on the line. And essentially, you know that this is the x value and this is the y value. And so I would substitute those points there into the equation, and if I get 8 equal 8, then these are on the line. Okay, so that's your learning check for this evening.